Greetings, everyone, and welcome, and thank you for sitting here with us for this introspective into volleyball for the International Volleyball Hall of Fame. I am first joined by one of the inductees who was brought into this Volleyball Hall of Fame just recently as a leader to the sport. With that, I want to introduce Dr. Endre Holvay. Greetings, how are you?
Oh, very well, and I think for me is a very good occasion to be here in Holyoke, and I am proud that the Commission of Holyoke chose me to come here and to be present, to be with my activity also in Holyoke Volleyball Hall of Fame.
If we could talk a little about your history in the game, which goes back some years, I think that the first question I was to ask would be, what was it that first got you involved into the sport that you have grown to love and contribute to?
Practically, my friends insisted that we play volleyball as children and after as students. And there I remained by volleyball. I practiced all other sports as student, ice hockey, ski, football, everything, European football, actually not American football.
Sure.
And finally, I find for me will be best to play also volleyball. And after I was player also, I was referee also, coach also, and in year 55, as member of the Hungarian Volleyball Federation, I participated in the Congress from Florence, and there I was also elected. Theoretically, I know also many from volleyball, was elected as a member of Board of Administration of FIVB. Hungary was also a national federation which founded the International Volleyball Federation in year 47. And there, so I started with my, can I say, I think, sport diplomat work, and I finished this after 47 years, practically in 2002. Mm-hmm. Why the IOC also, International Olympic Committee also, and the FIVB, the International Volleyball Federation, has a principle that it's necessary to finish with 75 years, you understand, but I made more, a little.
If we talk about the time that you have been exposed to the sport, how have you personally helped to affect some of the change, maybe through your ideas between then and now?
Yes, you know that there is a big, long and very successful success from Holyoke to Holyoke from 1895, from the foundation to these years. Why, Mr. Morgan founded the volleyball, how is also written in the historical books from volleyball, that here the people, VIMC asked do not make a foundation from basketball, but also from a new sport, which is from middle-aged business people also good, you understand?
Yes.
And was founded as a recreation play. And now that everybody understands what is the difference, what is the differences now, this is in the world. In Olympics also, after in the ball place, after European football, volleyball, which plays by the TV are most covered. And very, and many federations we have, 218 national federations have the FIVB, and therefore these to come from Holyoke and to our years, this was a very big work from the theoretical from volleyball also, and from the organizer from volleyball.
If we look at where volleyball was when you first began to play the game, and now, I mean, we pretty much play it in sand as much as we do indoors on both the college and the professional
We started with indoors.
Have you played outdoors?
All natural. I played also. I was also a referee and I was a coach and everything as young. And later I was coming to the organization of the National Federation, and after our federation was very active in these years when the FIVB was founded in 1947, and there I was coming also in the leaders of the volleyball. National leaders also, as I was also 2 times president of the Hungarian Volleyball Federation, and after I was invited and voted, accepted, and elected for the Board of Administration of FIVB, and I worked so for more than 40 years.
With the indoor game compared to the outdoor game, is there something that you personally like about playing outside?
You know, this is some difference is between the two things, and not only how I can say to eyes, but also for the physical work. In the indoor volleyball, everything is well prepared. Practically, we have there no wind, we have had there no rain. Everything more there's to jump for the player produce a smash or a block is necessary to jump, and it's not the same thing to jump from a very fixed
hard
base, hard
base,
yes, and not only soft, but also not only hard, but on the in same level they have, as in from sand. You understand?
It's uneven.
For this physically is also a more serious thing to solve, and on a place, for example, where in one moment the foot is one part of the foot is with 5 or 10 centimeters higher as in a normal indoor volleyball play.
As a coach, have you instructed both versions of the game?
But not so. Indoor volleyball, yes, but outdoor volleyball, beach volleyball also something not. This was both by us in Hungary also, but also in the FIVB during many years. The official was the indoor volleyball, and the beach volleyball remains a little only for recreation. But especially when in US also, during years, especially in the years 1950 and so on, the beach volleyball was more and more popular. Therefore, the FIVB also understood the situation that this is for the public and for the youth very good. And therefore, the indoor volleyball accepted the right to participate in the Olympics from 1964, and the beach volleyball only from 1996. You understand?
Yeah, as an international sport.
International sport.
For the time that you played on the Hungarian national team, did you
No.
get
No, there's some mistake is in why as in national championship I played. You understand?
Yes.
Not as a national selection.
okay, I understand.
This is the text I wrote also that I
But
said.
did you get to travel the world as an ambassador for volleyball?
Yes.
And what is it that you have kind of learned as you go to different parts of the world as volleyball has grown?
No, I was as FIVB administrative board of administration member, and was also the president, elected as president from the International Referee Commission, you understand?
Yes.
And so, this was the consequence from this was that I was in 10 Olympics of the FIVB, 10 Olympics of the FIVB from 64 to Sydney, technical delegate in the Olympics. Also, this is the organizing work before, during and after. And also president from the International Referee Commission.
We talked about how volleyball is now an Olympic sport in outdoor play.
Yes,
on the
yes,
beach.
yes, yes.
Are you happy that the Olympic Committee has accepted volleyball?
Fantastic. Yeah, I am very, very happy for this. But at now I remained by the indoor. I am in the FIVB not working for beach volleyball. In the FIVB I worked for indoor. But when we understood the situation about the possibility to evaluate more the volleyball play, also in beach, naturally we voted each time for this to have the possibility. And finally, this was accepted by the IOC also.
Let me ask you, staying with indoor volleyball,
Yes.
there have been changes to the rules. What committee is it that helps to decide, if we're going to allow more points, when to score by the clock rather than by game point? Who helps to orchestrate some of those changes?
Originally, all sports, not only the volleyball, and now will have each time a very athletical sport, which is fantastically nice for the public. In low level, only more the education, physical and theoretical education of the people, while naturally it's necessary to think also there and make plans also during the match. But at now the volleyball and all other sports slowly in this century, without public are not interesting. And now generally the sports are the highest level sports is a big sports show, you understand?
Yes.
A show with public, but a show without public, as in the theater also,
It's
is nothing,
show.
is nothing. But this was coming step by step that the people and the directors of sport understood that the high-level sport and sports show cannot be work without public, and therefore the production, this production needs, and it needs now also to help the athletes also to produce better and better rules. And the rules give in this direction that the action and the play of with ball will be very interesting for the public, and in each moment some new thing will be there. And it's necessary, by the rules, it's necessary to cooperate and modify the rules so that the impression of the players, impression of the play of the players for the public will be more interesting.
Looking at your history in
Yes.
the game of volleyball.
Yeah.
Are there some things that you remember from when you first started playing that they don't do anymore? We talk about how the rules have changed. Are there some parts of the game that have just been eliminated?
Yes, we work at many things, and for example, in this we can see in the years after the FIVB foundation in 47, after 47, many very rigid rules were there. For example, that each was obliged each player to play in one square, one part only of the court, and so on and so on. Very quickly, in 3 years, we modified this that all the 6 players can move very freely on the court, and so on. And now the last occasion was and the most important modification was in '98 after Atlanta Olympics, where the problem is that volleyball is not the volleyball play's duration is not fixed. You understand?
Yes.
As tennis and so on. And this was a principle that we will not change our things, but in the Olympics, how I said, I will repeat this idea that will be clear, more clear how I said. The last match dured, the men Olympic finals dured 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours. And there, in the Olympic organization participated companies, TV companies, was coming to the president of FIVB, Dr. Ruben Acosta from Mexico, and said, please, we will not cover more the volleyball. It's impossible. But a big organization must have a program. And we are checked, human beings are checked by the time, you understand?
Yes, yes. And we do talk about how volleyball has become more of a television sport because they put the time restrictions on rather than playing.
And therefore, we discussed this question before, not only '96, you understand, but before also we discussed this question. And finally, these requests from the TV companies influenced the FIVB, Board of Administration, to make, this was the final very good change, that before we have spoken two technical, two technical expressions, can I say it, service point volleyball, only the server team can have points. This was the old, and we changed it so that rally volleyball, each rally volleyball, when the ball is coming and before is falling, each action, each rally must give a point. By the service volleyball, only if the server made a mistake, server team, but he has the right to serve. If the server made a mistake, he loses the service, but the opponent, you understand, he loses, the opponent needs not receive from this point. You understand?
Yes, I do.
And in '98, we changed this service point volleyball to rally, that each rally, also in the case if the server team made a mistake,
yes,
is a foul.
Right, yes.
Foul team, and the opponent receive a point. And this is more interesting and more court. The sets are more court, you understand?
Oh, yeah, I would think that a team would try harder to accomplish point and not to err when with rally scoring, every error is a point for the opponent.
To very well understand, for example, we had to have a big competition in Japan before '98, I think '96, and there we checked everything to prepare some new things. 40 times were only side out, side out, side out, side out. You understand?
Yes.
From big team, strong team, we make rally, and the opponent made a point, not a server. In this case, he made a point, but lose the action. In this case, the server lose only the right of the serve for service. And we modified this. The Congress accepted, and now this is more interesting for the public.
I would agree. Rally scoring.
Naturally, also the newspapers, TV companies, and everybody accepted absolutely. It is a very good thing in the volleyball. More the players also.
Pleasure chatting with you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations on your induction.
Excuse for my bad English. Thank you very much.
No, please relax. Dr. Endre Holvay, he is a Hungarian. He has made many contributions over the decades to the international as well as volleyball as we know it today. A member of the class of 2006 and inductee into the International Volleyball Hall of Fame. Our introspective on volleyball. I want to thank you for sitting with us here this afternoon. Have a good day.
Thank you very much.